This is my guide for Krieg, I guess, to get him from level 1 to level 30. We're going to try and be quick about this because I don't want to waste too much time. So obviously Buzzsack's Rampage, kind of self-explanatory, you can take a minute, pause and read it, but we're going to get that. And we're going to, for our 1 to 30, we're going to come down this mania tree. So you're pretty much just going to max this out, get this melee damage. If you're playing on your own, you definitely want to get Fuel the Rampage. If you're not, get Feed the Meat. I don't know. I'd actually advise going for one or the other. And then you're going to want to come down to throw the kill. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to give you more health, but it's going to give you like a shield recharge delay. Whether that seems worth it to you, I don't know. But it'll come into play a lot more later on in the game. But Fuel the Rampage will allow you to just stay in a constant state of Buzzsack's Rampage, which is obviously very useful as it's a melee build, and this is going to be your main bread and butter of your melee build. So if you're playing solo, go for this, but your teammates can damage you, so whether it's a good choice. If you're playing with team, not so much. You gotta keep getting killed by your teammates, not fun. Strip of Flesh, I don't think is that great. Light the Fuse, I don't think is that great either. But some people do like it, but I don't know. You can go for it if you really enjoy it, but I say just go for Throw the Kill here. On Embrace the Pain, not that useful. Pull the Pin, I guess you might get some extra XP, but you don't really want to be dying. You're going to go full on Throw the Kill for the overkill heals when you kill things, and obviously if you're in constant melee, you're going to be getting a lot of heals, because you're going to be dealing a lot of damage. And I would say Redeem the Soul is great if you're playing with people, or even great if you're not playing with people, because of the increased fight for your lifetime. And I am going to get hit here because it's great. It's a great skill either way. I enjoy how they balance out that skill. And you're going to go for 4 into this one because it's going to give you that extra melee damage and shotgun damage whenever your shields are down. And if you're playing with team, then you definitely go stacked into Feed the Meat and definitely not Fuel the Rampage. So this is going to be great. Excuse me. And then you're going to come down and silence the voices, just max that out, just mash that X button until it's full, just keep mashing that like button, just keep hitting the X. And once that's full, you'll get this lovely melee damage increase, but a slight chance to self-attack yourself, which is going to hurt a lot, but it's only 12%. That would never happen. And you're going to come down to Release the Beast. Now Release the Beast is gonna make you release the beast. I'm not gonna explain it because that's a lot of text to explain. Just pause it and read it. You just want to get it. This right here is 30 levels. This is your first 30 levels. This is how I'd advise you play through Krieg first time. I mean, honestly, 1 to 30, you can literally spend your points however you want and you'll still get through. But this is how I would advise it. It's definitely a lot of fun, and you don't need good gear because you're constantly in a state of rampage. So again, if you're playing with a group, which is definitely more fun, but some people don't have friends like me, then yeah, it's gonna be great if you're playing with friends because you're gonna be able to tear through everything, and you're gonna be able to let them take most of the gear because you don't need no gear. Look at yourself, you're a fucking beast. You can constantly just slaughter everything in your way. Anyway, so once you've hit level 30, now you kind of want to switch up your playstyle. I mean, you can stay in this melee tree and branch out into other skills, but how I would advise you going is for the respec. And you're going to want, before you respec, make sure you just have this shield here called Flame Firehawk. This is going to do you great amounts of help. This right here is going to be your bread and butter because of the continuous fire novas, which deal a ridiculous amount of damages. Even at the lower levels, I know it's a level 50 shield here, but you can get them at lower levels. There's a quest for it. Look up the quest. It's the Lilith quest, and you are definitely going to want this because you want to get Buzzsack's Rampage again, obviously, and you're going to want to spec into this about 4 times. twice into this, and you'll get none. Basically, what this is gonna do, I should really explain these because these are gonna be very important skills. Burn damage increased, effects further increased while you're on fire. So essentially, you do more damage with fire weapons, and you give yourself a self-ignite chance, which is going to be handy because when you're on fire, you deal more damage because you have plus 60% additional on fire bonus, which is a lot of extra damage with fire weapons. And this right here is going to just give you a higher chance to set things on fire, and it's going to give you even more chance to self-ignite, which is going to tie in quite nicely with this skill, but I don't invest in it too much because I don't see much reason for more than 80% additional elemental effect chance. That's pretty much going to cap you at 100% with most guns, or 90%, which is fine. Pain is power, I don't really like to go for it. You may want to go for it, I choose not to, I don't think it's that amazing. I like just to balance my skill points out here a little bit. Fire Fiend is going to... I don't really go for this for melee damage. I mean, the melee fire thing, I find it not to be that helpful. But I go for it for the weapon accuracy and reload speed. That's always handy. It's gonna give you a much higher damage output. Elemental Elation. This is just a really nice perk. It'll make a Maliwan pistol feel like a fucking SMG at times, I swear. And this is gonna give you extra fire rate and extra magazine size when you deal elemental damage. And you're always gonna be dealing elemental damage, so you always gotta max out these stacks, and they don't go down while you're on fire, and you are always on fire. And so, delusional damage or elemental status effects you inflict have a chance to light yourself on fire. That's just going to keep you on fire all the time, which again is great. You want to be on fire because extra damage, extra keeping your stacks, extra accuracy, extra reload speed, which we're actually going to get more of this because you don't want to get the melee override skill, Hellfire Halitosis. I mean, I guess you can if you really want it. It's cool. It's not that useful though. So you're going to want to get Flame Flare, which is going to increase the duration of all burn effects on you. I don't like to get this too massively. I like to go for 3 out of 5 because I like to get this Fire Fiend up a little bit more because I just really enjoy this perk. It gives you really nice stat increases, or you can go for Elemental Elation, whatever one you want. These two are both just really nice perks. Then Elemental Empathy, you want to fully stack that out. Great perk. This is going to give you a percentage of elemental status effect damage done to you. It's going to heal you. That's great. You're going to need those heals because you're always going to be on fire. Then you're going to get Raven Retribution. Now this is going to be amazing because while you're on fire, taking damage from enemies will spawn out homing balls of fire that seek out the attacker and explode on impact, and then you can only have once per second. So whenever you're being attacked, you're going to be setting people on fire left, right, and center. You don't even need to look at them anymore. Now you're a beast. You're a beast, and while your shield is down, you're an even bigger beast, and you're always on fire, so that keeps your shield from coming back up. I believe. Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely. I know this game. So now that is 30 points put into this skill tree. But this is we're gonna go to 50. This is gonna be a 1 to 50. Now you're gonna want to put 5 points here, and you want to put, because we've already covered this perk, you know what these perks do. But because now this is going to tie in really nicely with the fact that this shield recharge delay is going to tie in well with this, which is going to constantly do this fire nova damage, which is going to tie in nicely with all of our fire perks, because when we deal elemental damage we're getting heals. So we're also going to need that lovely 50% max health, which is just nice, because you know we're never going to have our shield actually up. Now you're going to come down to here. You're just going to max out this for extra shield recharge delay, because we don't want our shield up. That is something important. We don't want our shield up ever. We just want that Nova constantly popping off. This Nova is ridiculous. I can't even begin to tell you. Now, at this point, you just need to carry a slag gun and just shoot whatever's in front of you. and you'll just kill everything and heal fully pretty much, especially once now you invest in Thrill of the Kill. How many points is this we've now used? So we're going to keep going though. We're going to get more Thrill of the Kill, and now you kind of have a choice. You can spec into your melee build a whole bunch and make yourself just an unstoppable flaming beast which cannot be stopped, but you might struggle with bosses a little bit because you're going to need to be close to them, which may not always work. So now what you're going to want to do is, I personally don't like to continue down the mania tree down to release a beast. I prefer to hop over to this skill tree. You're going to get blood-filled guns, which is going to give you extra magazine size, which is lovely. Bigger magazine size means bigger damage outputs, obviously, and this is going to tie in with congeal? What? No, this is going to tie in with this perk. No, this one. It's good because this is going to give you magazine size, and this one is now going to give you magazine size, just for hitting people basically. And you're going to want to get Blood Twitch just because weapon swap speed, because you're going to be swapping between a slag weapon most of the time, and honestly a corrosive weapon, funny enough, which I know it sounds crazy considering you're all about fire damage, but you'll find most enemies get killed by your massive fire damage output bonuses mixed in with your Firehawk shield and fireballs. So you'll find yourself actually mostly using like slag and electric and corrosive weapons. But you'll still use fire weapons a lot. They're still definitely going to hit like a fucking truck. Excuse me. And so now, this right here, Blood Twitch, is just going to give you that weapon swap speed for your Bloodlust stacks. And you can... I personally like to go for this one more than... I prefer to go for blood-filled guns over Blood Twitch, but I guess you can go for a bit of both. You can mix and match. And now, none of these are really that amazing. I mean, I guess you can take the extra melee damage here. You can take the melee damage reduction if you want to, start popping off your Buzznax Rampage again. Maybe you're missing that life. And so, now you kind of have some choices. But, honestly, as we go into level 50, I would actually advise leaving these here and just speccing more heavily into, say, Thrill of the Kill, just for extra heals to keep you alive, to keep you safe. You'll be able to switch out everything quickly. You'll have massive magazine size, have massive heals everywhere, and that is a level 1 to 50 guide for Krieg with a fair amount of explanation behind him. I hope this helps. I guess I would show gameplay, but I don't want to drag out the video. But I can assure you, it works. Anyway, thank you for watching.